In today's video, we are going to be trying to put some polyacrylic on some Dollar Tree wood. If you want to see how it turns out, just keep watching. If you're new to my channel, my name is Leslie. My channel is all about crafting on a budget. I do Cricut and sublimation videos. So if any of those things interest you, please consider subscribing, joining my YouTube family, and let's jump into this video. Once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a huge giveaway, so you do not want to miss. Trust me, it's going to be a good one. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe so we can make it to 10,000 subscribers faster. And let's jump into this video. If you have not seen these are the Dollar Tree wood planks. They come in square and a longer rectangle. They come in a 6-pack. I absolutely love these. I've done a video before where I put laminate sheet on it, a thermal laminate sheet. So this time I'm going to be trying polyacrylic on it. So let's jump into preparing these to do sublimation. These have been out of stock for a really long time. I recently found some, so I grabbed a bunch of packs, but these are my leftover ones from last year. So I'm going to be doing 2 of these. And I'm going to be doing one with acrylic paint, white acrylic paint, and then one with just the polyacrylic, and we're gonna compare to see which one's more vibrant. So I'm just gonna take some acrylic paint and I'm gonna just directly just put it on. Ooh. That was way more than I wanted on here. I'm just gonna grab a piece of paper to kind of put under this and protect my desk a little bit. And I'm just gonna paint it. And this white acrylic paint from Dollar Tree isn't like super opaque, so you're gonna need multiple layers of it. Although one layer, I think I did one layer last time when I did the heart ornaments, and it was enough to make the picture pop. So I'm gonna just put this to the side and just allow it to dry, and then I'm gonna get started on the polyacrylic. Okay, so I'm gonna grab another paper just to protect my desk again. I have my wood blank, and I'm going to get my polyacrylic. And I'm just gonna get a weeding tool to kind of pop it up. So I'm gonna get my sponge. This is a big one. Okay then. And I'm just going to paint it on, and you can kind of see where it's wet, so you'll kind of be able to tell where you put it on. This polyacrylic, for some reason, it smells good to me. That may be weird, but hey. Okay, so I'm just gonna do one light coat. And now I'm just going to let it sit and dry for a few, maybe like one hour, 2 hours or so. And then we'll come back and we'll prepare it to be sublimated on. So now we have, this is the one we painted in white. I sanded it down a little bit, not too much. I did about 2 coats of the Dollar Tree white paint, which is honestly not very opaque, but it will be enough, I think. And then this one, I sanded it down a little bit, but I kind of feel like I didn't really need to, and I probably shouldn't have. So now I'm going to take my designs and I'm going to just flip them over. I'm going to place it down and you can kind of still see there's a border. I made the design itself 4.75 all around so that I can have a little bit of wiggle room and a little bit of bleed. So once I have it how I want it, I'm going to take some heat tape. And then I'm just going to bring that heat tape around. I'm going to do that for all 4 sides. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one. You wanna make sure you're doing it on the right side. And so now we're gonna move to our heat press. But you wanna make sure that you have a bowl of water with a sponge on the side. Because the paper might stick to it, so you might need a sponge to lightly, kind of like we did with the acrylic, to kind of get that paper off. So we got butcher paper, we have our wooden things, our wooden planks, so we're gonna put butcher paper on top, even though we don't have to, because I'm used to it. We're gonna close it, and we're gonna find our pressure. I'm just gonna loosen it up. So you want it to be a little hard to push down, but not so much that you're going to crack it. So we're gonna do 385 degrees for 60 seconds. Okay, take our butcher paper again. There's a little bit on here, but it's mostly from the ink that went underneath and went onto the butcher paper down here and came up to this one. So we can't use that one anymore. We have our bowl, we have our things. We're gonna just try to lift it up. I might, let's see. My paper is stuck, but I don't want to submerge it because this is wood. So I'm just pulling it. This is my first time doing this, so we're gonna learn together. The best thing to do is, probably not the best fun. Gently scrub that paper off. Okay, so we're gonna do the same for this one. Okay, this one's like really stuck, like really. Like, I don't know if it's because of the paint or what, but or because I didn't take it off fast enough. So I'm gonna dump my sponge and I'm gonna do the same thing. This is future Leslie realizing I didn't end the video, but I wanted to give you my final thoughts on them. So the white one, the one with the white paint, I don't know if I would say it's more vibrant. I guess it is a little more vibrant, but take into account that, like, you know, wood has a lot of like texture and details to it. So in those crevices, you can tell that it's white paint. Like it just looks white. So that's something that I didn't necessarily like, because this one just, yeah, the wood has texture to it, but you can see the picture really clearly. This one, I feel like that white paint kind of, I don't know, gets in the way of how nice the picture should look. You see? So I would go with the polyacrylic. Now, another thing, with this one in specific, for some reason when I applied the polyacrylic, the first top layer of the wood lifted up a bit up here when I laid it down to dry, and it flattened out. But then again, when I went in with the water to take off the paper after I pressed it, that area lifted. So what I did is I put a little bit of wood glue, and then I put some crafting clamps on it until it dried, and you can't even tell that that area was lifted at all. So I love how these turned out, but I think I might actually like the laminate sheet on them better, just because it's more shiny and I really like that effect. I mean, you can probably put a gloss over this and it would be shiny too, but I mean, it's not bad. It's cool that it's in the wood, you know, it's infused into the wood, but I do think I like the laminate sheet more. Let me know down below if you guys try this out. Which method do you like more? Have you tried polyacrylic on wood yet? And if you have, what are some tips and tricks that you have learned? Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We're on our way to 8,000 subscribers. Hopefully we meet that by the end of the year. And stay tuned for more videos. Bye.